Hi, Viola. It's Principal Druss. I'm getting ready to read one of my favorite stories. I love to read before I go to bed, and I have lots of stacks of stories I'd like to read to you while we're not in school. But one of my favorite books I'd like to read to you tonight, especially as we might have many feelings we want to talk about with our families, and we usually talk about our feelings at school with our teachers. Now you get to show your parents just how we use our mood meter and all of our tools in our toolbox for talking about our feelings, just like Niko. So here's the story. Let's see what you think. Niko draws a feeling. Niko loved to make pictures. Everywhere he went, he carried a box of colored pencils and a pad of paper. Because everywhere he looked, he saw something that inspired him. I know in art you get inspired a lot by Mrs. Eisenhower, and I know that you get to draw many of your inspirations. I hope you'll still do that at home. It might be a mother bird building her nest, or the ice cream truck ring-a-ling-a-ling down the street, or low autumn sun peeking out from behind a cloud. When Niko was inspired, it felt like a window opening in his brain. An idea would fit through the open window like a butterfly fluttering down into his stomach, then along his arm and fingers right down to his pencils. Where would it be? Escape onto his paper and into a whirlwind of color. It was a wonderful feeling, and Niko tried to capture it as often as he could. Sometimes he showed his pictures to his friends. "What is it?" one of them would ask. "It's the ring-a-ling-a-ling of the ice cream truck," Niko would answer. It doesn't look like the ice cream truck," someone else would say. "It's not the ice cream truck," Niko would say, and he would explain. "It's the ring-a-ling-a-ling." "Where's the bell?" "It's not the bell. It's the ring-a-ling-a-ling." I don't get it. Sometimes he showed his pictures to his parents. "What is it?" his mom would ask. "It's the warmth of the sun on my face," Niko would answer. "I don't see the sun," his dad would say. "It's not the sun. It's the warmth where your face is." "It's not my face. It's the warmth." "Oh," said his dad. Once he showed a picture to his teacher, Mrs. Reed. "What is it?" Mrs. Reed asked. "It's the hard work of a mother robin building her nest," Niko answered. Where's the robin?" "It's not a robin. It's her hard work." "So this is the nest?" "It's not the nest. It's her hard work." "I see." But Mrs. Reed didn't see. None of them did. One night, Niko sat on his bed, thinking about all the pictures taped to his walls. Then he looked at himself in the mirror. He was inspired to make another picture, only this one he taped to the back of his door, where no one else could see it. The next day, Niko was heading out with his paper and colored pencils when he noticed a moving truck next door, and a girl about his age. "Hi," said the girl. "I'm Iris." "I'm Niko. Hi. What are you doing with that stuff?" "This? Nothing." "Are you going to draw?" "Well, yeah, I like to make pictures." "Can I see them?" "I don't know," he said. "You might not like them." "But I might," Iris answered. Niko decided it would be rude to say no, so he invited Iris over. When they got to his room, Niko waited for her questions, but she just looked and looked. Finally, after looking at every picture in the room, Iris discovered the one behind the door. "Wow," said Iris. "What?" said Niko. "You must have been sad when you made this picture." "How did you know?" Iris thought. "It looks like how I feel. You know, sad because I had to move." Suddenly Niko felt a window opening in his brain. "Can I make a picture for you?" asked Niko. "For me? Sure," said Iris. Like a butterfly, an idea flitted through the open window, fluttered down to his stomach, then along his arm and into his fingers, and then straight to his colored pencils, where it escaped onto his paper in a whirlwind of color. When he finished, he handed the picture to Iris. This time Niko asked the question, "What is it?" Iris looked at the picture for a long time without saying a word. At last she looked at Niko. Do you think she really sees what Niko sees and what he's feeling? "I'm not sure exactly, but it makes me feel like I made a new friend." Niko stared at Iris. "You can see that?" "I can feel it," Iris replied, "like a butterfly landing on my finger." "A butterfly?" asked Niko. "I know it sounds weird." Niko smiled. "Not to me." "It doesn't sound weird to me either. Lots of times when we have our feelings and we want to draw them, we see them differently than everyone else. So maybe you'll want to draw a feeling that you see and talk about that feeling with your family. Mrs. Druss started to draw my own feelings, and I'm going to keep a little diary of my feelings too. So if you'd like to, maybe you could keep a diary of your pictures or just start out just drawing only one. But I hope that you'll enjoy reading again and listening to Niko Draws a Feeling, and you'll be able to draw some of your own feelings as you're home with your mom and dad's family, parents, grandparents, sisters, and brothers, that you'll enjoy reading some more books and thinking about the feelings you have. And I hope to come back with some more read-alouds again this week. Stay tuned.